Meanwhile, President Donald Trump announced a $19 billion financial rescue package to help the agriculture industry weather the staggering economic downturn sparked by measures to defeat the coronavirus.
The Department of Agriculture will be implementing a $19 billion relief program for our great farmers and ranchers as they cope with the fallout of the global pandemic.
The co-ops or the middlemen make the money, and the guys that are making the product have to take their price, or you're dumping milk. They have got no way to protect it when things go bad. I mean, you think they would have something in mind to handle this overflow, but it's easier just to let the farmer dump it and let them eat it.
First of all, we're going to need to have the federal government's going to have to provide some kind of a backdrop emergency funding to help those farmers that dump their milk. I just think one of the biggest messages is you've got to treat people right. You got to take care of people in a time of need. And if you don't rise up and do that, everything else goes out the window. Greed cannot be entered in this situation. And what's painful is knowing that everybody that's working so hard on the farms, I don't want them to be taken advantage of.
Agriculture Secretary Sonny Perdue said U.S. farmers have been hit hard by a sharp shift in demand as schools and restaurants close and more Americans eat at home. Now, that has disrupted the food supply chain, forcing farmers in many places to destroy dairy output and plow under crops that no longer have buyers. Millions of Americans have recently turned to food pantries for meals and groceries after losing their jobs. The U.S. farm and food industry has been hit in numerous ways by the coronavirus epidemic. Farmers are having trouble finding seasonal laborers to prepare and harvest crops, and some meat packing plants have been hit hard by COVID-19 outbreaks. But the change in the way consumers eat has had really a huge impact. The American Farm Bureau said recently that shuttered schools, universities, restaurants, bars, and cafeterias are no longer buying milk, meat, fruits, vegetables, and other food, causing a downward spiral in crop and livestock prices.